Here we are, we're back again. It's Big Gaz, it's Rants from a Traffic Jam, and we are in a traffic jam. We're on the M1. We're only a few miles from the bottom of the M1 actually, heading in toward London. I've got a nice delivery that's got to be right in the centre of London, St Paul's area, for 5:30. And I was pushing it to get it there in that time anyway, but with this lot, well, I don't think we're going to do it. So rather than sit here feeling really miserable and feeling sorry for myself, well, let's not have a rant, let's not, well, you know, might as well do something. I've got an ambulance barging his way through the traffic now, moving everything out of the way. He's got a clear hard shoulder there. Why you don't use that, I'll never know. It certainly would have been quicker for him, wouldn't it? There it goes. The annoying thing is, I just got past junction 4. There's old Plod now on his bike, look. Nothing worse than Plod, especially when you're on the road. But that's something for another day. Yeah, they caught me speeding, didn't they, a couple of months ago on the A34 down near Winchester. Cheeky bastards had a speed camera right in the centre reservation, right at the end of a row of trees, and literally only a few yards away from the 50-mile-an-hour sign. And guess what? Old Plod here, old Dickens here, didn't put his foot on the brake quick enough, caught me at 57. So do I take the 3 points, or do I go on a course and pay 90 quid? So tomorrow morning, nice and early, I've got to go on a driver awareness course, so that's going to be fun. But apparently you get copious amounts of coffee. I think that's just to keep you awake and stop you falling asleep. It might be part of the punishment actually. And from what I understand as well, just changing lanes, because at some point we're going to be getting off the motorway. Yeah, I understand as well, they give you biscuits. So that'll do me, because I'm a bit partial to a biscuit or a packet, you know what I mean. I was going to say a biscuit or two, but 2 biscuits is no good, is it? It's like having half a sausage, isn't it? Or 1 egg with your fry up, you know what I mean? It's just not right. So anyway, yeah, the rants. I mean, somebody said to me, you know, why don't you rant about all the things that really, really piss you off when you're out on the road? The problem is, I've got such a long list of things that I want to rant about, and such a lot of things that really get my goat. I really don't know where to start. But I suppose what I will do is start by traffic jams. You see, the problem you get is, not so much here, but certainly when you've got a smart motorway. Now, you know those overhead gantries where they've got your lanes, and then you get the red X, or you might get 2 red X's, each indicating that there's a lane out. Well, I guarantee you, if ever you come up to one of those, you've got some muppet who's going to stay in the red crossed out lane, the one that's closed, and he's going to go right up to the last minute and then cut in, blocking everybody else off, pushing in front of everybody and slowing everything up. And there's car after car after car. There's even lorries that do it as well. And that, you know, if the lane's shut, the lane's shut. Get out the lane, as there you go again. There must be something going on down there, because there's actually been about 3 ambulances. That don't look good at all. Several police cars, police bikes. It ain't good. Certainly if they've shut the motorway, it really don't look good. And that's the kind of thing that scares me when I'm out on the road all day. The amount of accidents that you do see. And it's easy to see why you get so many accidents as well. You know, some of the dickhead drivers that you've got, like I was just saying, people that have got no patience, couldn't care less about anybody else, as long as they get there first, as long as they get in front of the queue. And you know what? They're Audi drivers, they're BMW drivers. They're all younger, normally they're younger blokes than me. Obviously got small willies, you know what I mean? Big cars. And they just think, hey, going up the hard shoulder, look. Again, that one annoys me. We're all sitting here waiting a turn and he's gone up the hard shoulder. That ain't on either. There was a similar situation going through the roadworks in Northamptonshire. I was driving home one night and I was about a mile from junction 16 and in a queue, very, very slow moving traffic. And when I say very slow, I think it took about 45 minutes to do half a mile, and got past the half mile sign, and there was a couple of cars that went down the hard shoulder, and a truck and a 4x4, and I was like, you know, you cheeky bastards, you know, we're all waiting. I'd got a truck in front of me, so I really couldn't see the progress that they'd made. But eventually, about another half hour or so later, we got up to the 300-yard marker sign, 200-yard marker sign, 100-yard marker sign, and then I saw the back of the 4x4, and I thought, oh, he must have broke down there. Past him, and then in front of that was the car, and then in front of that was the lorry, and in front of that was the other car, all those that had gone up the hard shoulder. And in front of that was a police car, and they were booking the lot of them. And I thought, that's sweet justice. That's just a ticket, that is. But there's no need for it. Problem I've got now is I'm going to have to get off. In fact, this is junction 4 that I'm up to. I'm going to have to get off at junction 4 with all the motorway traffic. I've got to get into the centre of London. Somebody else going up the hard shoulder, and somebody else. So I've got to get into central London. And this is going to be a bit of a nightmare because there's a lot of traffic here all waiting to get in. I didn't think it was going to be this busy. Well, this time of the day most of the traffic's coming out of London, but actually traffic going northbound coming out of London, there doesn't seem to be that much of it on the road, unless they're all slowing up that side to see what the accident is. I don't know, but somebody else and somebody else up the hard shoulder. I tell you what, oh, it would be just so nice if Plod could actually do something decent for once and book them all. You know, especially when there's an accident further up and I want to get emergency services up. They're all doing it now. There's loads of them, absolutely loads of them. Bloody Nora. Yeah, really, really does annoy me. I've got the sun just at the wrong angle actually, because it's coming in this side window, and you can't see my gorgeous face, can you? Mind you, that's not a problem, is it? Who'd want to look at me? Anyway, I'm going to sign off for a bit. I think I've had a bit of a rant. I can do loads more actually. Get me on a roll. Okay, for now, see you later.